And here we are, Joel. We said we'll be back, and it's probably going to start getting more regular with this now that it's all here. The next generation is officially starting. Actually, by the time this comes out, a lot of people will either have their Xbox Ones or be in line to get them.
Yeah, hard to believe.
Wow, the next eighth generation of consoles is starting, man. It's starting. Mine, of course, started last Friday.
Yeah, I know. I was kept very much up to date with all the streaming you've been doing.
I I remember you and a bunch of fans joined the stream at one point. It was like 3:30 in the morning on like Saturday, and I've literally slept only like 3 hours in like 48 hours. And everybody was like, "Dude, Armin, you look like you're gonna die."
You looked kind of like a junkie. You looked like junkie Armin.
It was bad. Of course, I got the PS4. I got I think 8 games with it. Yeah, 8 games. Damn, were most of them are pretty damn good, I will say. From all the
Hmm.
ones I tried. Of course, my biggest addiction right now is Killzone and Assassin's Creed 4. And
Yep.
I really held off getting the Assassin's Creed up until this, just so I could compare and contrast. And boy, was I glad I waited. Just the
Yeah.
graphics alone are worth it.
You're saying the touchpad actually is quite
Oh my
nice.
god, a touchpad! Like at first, like some games, like Killzone and stuff, they're using it minimally, and I'm like, okay, I see what they're going for. But when you enter Assassin's Creed, that's where the magical of the touchpad shines. I mean, you tap it, you enter the map, and just little pinch notions, or tapping in highlights where you want to go on the map. It works so flawlessly. It's almost like using a trackpad on a laptop, except it's more intuitive because it just clicks with everything you're doing.
Right, right.
Now, the thing that I really like about it, also on the PlayStation 4, is the capture button. If you hold it down for a second, you can record up to 15 minutes of gameplay footage. If
Hmm.
you hold it, just tap it once, you'll take a picture. And if you just hold it for like 3 seconds or double tap it, depends on what your setting is, you'll start streaming instantly.
Wow.
Wow, I have a camera set up. It just puts up the stream screen, says, "Do you want to use the camera or not?" I say yes. I'm streaming literally within seconds.
Now, do I need to have a camera if I want to
No,
stream, or can I just
you
stream?
do
Okay.
not.
Okay, cool. And the headset just plugs directly right
Straight into the
into it.
controller.
Now
And
that's cool.
here's what's even better. I was playing, and there was a little bit of swearing and stuff. My daughter was in the next room doing her homework, and I was like, "Shit, what am I gonna do?" I took my normal headphones, plugged them into the controller. The sound was coming straight through the controller, nothing through the TV. I actually had no idea that would happen. I was like, I wonder if this works. So, you know what? That's awesome because so many people have complained, that you have to go buy separate headphones to get the sound out, everything. No, it just works. Amazing. Now, here's the biggest change for me. Sony has always been terrible at user interfaces. It's like, okay, in the PlayStation 3, do you want to, enable this? Go to the settings, go to audio settings, input. Yeah, this literally, it's all like 2 clicks. It's
That's
all
good.
there. It works great. Everything about the UI just works. The game load times pretty damn quick too, since everything's more or less a mandatory install,
Right, right.
which I don't have a problem with. I mean, I understand that. I come from the land of PC where, oh, you have to install 50 gigs? Not a problem, buddy.
And console gaming is, let's face it, becoming more and more like PC gaming the more
Yeah,
time goes on.
exactly. I mean, look at the architecture and everything. The one thing that I'm still, not fully confident on talking about all the way is online gaming because I haven't done that much. But from what I've done, it's literally night and day from what it was on the PS3. It's one click join, huge parties. Parties can travel together, between, menus and games. You could be in different games talking in a chat party. You know, the good stuff, that stuff that we've all wanted and, we've had on some consoles and stuff. So it works great. All the games I've played, Need for Speed Rivals, it's phenomenal looking. Uh, Killzone Shadowfall looks awesome. Assassin's Creed, great. Knack looks beautiful. It looks like one of those Pixar, animated movies.
Oh, nice,
Uh,
nice.
the graphics are definitely there. Of course, this is the first wave of games, so we're not really seeing everything utilize it. I mean, if you go back and look at the PS3 when it launched, and you compare, Resistance. Oh, hey, dog.
Yeah, the dog doesn't like all this PlayStation talk. My dog is definitely an
What?
X-Bone
Oh
guy.
God, he's an ex-bro.
Well, to be fair, the dog only wanted an X-Bone because it had the word bone in it.
True,
He
true.
assumed he would be getting a bone.
But yeah, first generation of games should never define a console, unless you're really putting some high effort in there. Which I've seen some very good stuff on here. Like I said, Killzone Shadowfall looks great. Now, in 5 years, when we get the equivalent of The Last of Us, I'm pretty sure we'll all be amazed. So definitely for a launch title, there is some good stuff
Well,
here.
okay, let me ask you that if you bring it up then. Do you think we are going to see a jump in graphics this generation? Because so far, the graphical jumps between, PS3 and PS4 as it stands right now, not very big. I mean, yeah, darks look darker, water looks a little nicer, but I don't see the jump, and I truly wonder, are graphics going to get any better?
Uh, I could tell you from the magical land of PCs where we have flying unicorns already that yes, it will get much better. And I know this because when I play Skyrim on PC, it looks like a modern day game. Like it looks like a game produced today because, you have the high res textures and you can download all these mods that people have made available that developers have been able to use on PC, but they've held back due to the consoles. Uh, Now, is it going to happen tomorrow? No. But I think you're seeing games that are built specifically for next gen that you're already seeing. I mean, go look at Infamous Second Son.
What's
Go look at Watch Dogs, and Watch Dogs hasn't been shown on PS3 or Xbox 360. It's been shown on high-end PCs and the next gen consoles. And when you look at that, I think that really shows you it's like, okay, the detail, it's there. The devil is in the detail. So
And I love the devil.
oh,
I'm down with the
of
devil.
course, man. We're
When's the,
extreme kids.
when are we gonna get the next gen game about the devil? I want to play as the devil in a game
uh,
about the devil.
so confirmed. Grandma's Boy 2, Demonic 2.
Ah, yeah, hey, demonic was supposed to be a real thing apparently.
Yeah, oh yeah. I remember I have a magazine that talks about it.
Oh wow.
So, we're talking about that. I definitely think the leap is going to happen within about a year. You're going to get that huge. Oh my God! Here's the next gen. It's just not
Usually
there
when it
yet.
happens.
Right. I mean, what else? What do you want to know about the PlayStation 4 that I could tell you about?
Well, again, I'm at a disadvantage because I've been, watching you stream and I've been talking to you with it. So, streaming is good.
Mhm.
That's I think the thing that blows me away the most. But what about the HUD? Like, is the HUD different? Is the dashboard different?
Uh, yep. Um, yes and no. I mean,
Okay.
it's simple. It works. It's much better. That's all I can really say. I mean, you know, it's simplistic. That's all I could really say. It's the simplest
Okay.
I've had yet. Everything is just there in the front. You can see it. It's not buried within menus. The
That's
interesting part is the whole Facebook integration thing.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I
Talk
signed
about
in
this.
like right away. It's like, oh, would you like to link it up to your Facebook? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? It uses my profile picture if I want, which was pretty
Cool.
awesome because I have my CBC icon on there.
Yes, thank you, Mitch.
Yeah, it just works great. And, you can enable real names, so automatically all my good friends that have a PS4. I was like, oh look, so they sent me name requests. I could see their legit names and more that they're
Yeah.
doing. If you're playing a game, and you're streaming it, when I'm looking at my friends list, it says, oh, streaming. One click, I can watch you streaming it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So,
everything's just simplistic. I literally can't define. If you ask me for one word to define the UI and the interface and everything, it's simplicity.
so you can watch me play. So you mean to say that if I'm completely fucking up a bit, you'll be able to jump on and make fun of me at the moment. I could be playing really good, but then you jump in at the one moment I die or do something stupid, and you can make fun of me to my face.
Exactly.
This new generation sucks. Where's the privacy, man? Where's my freedom to suck when no one's watching?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
I'm definitely gonna get one. I mean, obviously, I've had too many bad experiences being an early adopter. So I mean, I'm gonna wait a month. I'm gonna wait till Christmas. There's probably gonna be a good, as South Park put it, a good Bunduruurr
Oh,
for
of
the
course.
PlayStation
Okay,
4.
okay. Can I talk about this bullshit for a second? Okay,
Sure.
okay. People, shut the fuck up about the fucking failure rate. Okay? The failure rate out of 1.4 million consoles sold is 0.04%. Here's a fucking newsflash. In the first 2 years, the failure rate of the 20 million consoles for the Xbox 360 sold was 59%. 59 out of every 100 consoles sold failed, okay? 0.04% out of a million is nothing. It's a brand new hardware launch. Literally, people are gone insane making this seem like 100% of the consoles are failing. Guess what? It's new hardware, people.
I was going to say, there's going to be some hiccups. The way they're making it sound is like, if you buy a PlayStation 4, it will literally explode in your lap.
One of my friends bought it, and the first 6 comments on his status are, "Oh, you're probably bricked. It's probably broken, as everyone's is." And, I post a story. I'm like, "Oh, play my PS4." All the comments are, "Oh, I can't believe it's not bricked. They're all dying." I'm like, "What the fuck are you guys getting this info from?" Like, calm the fuck down.
It's pandemonium out there.
And you know who's really not helping? The fucking news outlets. Every other article on IGN is PlayStation, and I kid you not, I saw an article they posted, how to plug a headset into your PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And then, of course, right in there embedded was PlayStation failure rate goes up. And, they put in these giant letters, and in minor letters it tells you, oh, it's gone up to 0.04 from 0.3%. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, they're a news site, man. They want to print shit. I can't fault them for wanting people to read their thing. It's sensationalism. Yeah, it's pandemonium, but shit, it'll get people to click. Yeah. I clicked.
Here's the thing. If the X-Bone comes out and the failure rate is over 0.04%, I expect all you people to do the same fucking thing. It's not going to happen, but, it's how it is. It's a new hardware launch. And guess what, guys? No one bitches when a new Apple product launches and it fucking bricks on you. I got a brand new iPhone, a year and a half ago, and it just fucking stopped working the day I got it. Guess what? I got a fucking new one. No one talks about it. Done. Just give it a rest,
And about a year ago, I bought an actual Apple. I think it was a Macintosh Apple, and it had a worm in it.
Ah, jeez, yeah.
But you don't see me writing articles complaining about my Apple with the worm in it.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I had a hot dog instead.
Wow, you truly a man of many visions, Joel.
Yes, I am. So many visions. I'm having visions right now.
Yeah, I will say, I'm not going to argue with anybody's scores about any of the games because, it's preference, so whatever the hell, it's your own opinion. But, I haven't tried Knack because I bought it for Shay. She's been playing it. She loves it. I've seen a bunch of the scores, they're giving it like a 4. I'm like, this doesn't look like a 4 at all. I mean, the game wasn't sold as anything more than it is. It's been sold as it's a platformer, a simple game, and you play it. I watched Shay play it for like 5 hours straight, and she was loving it. I'm like, well, I guess the game's sold to who they intended to.
Yeah, Knack is getting massacred. You know who's the only person on my entire Twitter feed who had nice things to say about Knack?
Who?
Gail Simone, actually. Huh. Apparently, Gail Simone is writing to the PS4 as well.
I don't understand what people were expecting. The game was sold as, look at this little, fun, anything, like throwback, simplistic, game that takes you back to when you were like 8 years old, right? That's all it is. The story's simple, everything's there. I'm like, what were people expecting? Like a deep emotional investment in Knack? Like, what?
You know what the sad truth is? I think it's been so long since we've had a game like Knack, like a colorful mascot-driven platformer. People forget how to play them and how to process them.
Yeah, I think that's really the thing. I think people have just used to, like, I don't even know. I think it's all these, like, 25-year-old dudes just going and buying a PS4, buying Knack, and going, like, where's the killing?
Yeah, where's the... Well, I can't shoot brown people. Why can't I shoot the brown people? I'm gonna play Ghost instead.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Ghost, so I've been playing that.
Oh, yeah? Ridiculous even by Call of Duty standards?
Well, you know what? Call of Duty standards has always, been stupid to me.
Yeah, always.
I think Call of Duty single player is trash every time it comes out.
Of course. I mean, when they're not doing their Jack Bauer wank fest, they're doing like a Tom Clancy wank fest, which worked in Modern Warfare for the first Modern Warfare, because it was the first time we had really gotten a Modern Warfare game.
Right, but here's the thing that bugs me. All the reviews are shitting on this game, saying it's by the book. It's just set piece to set piece. You're just running around shooting shit. I'm like, and then you go back and watch their last 3 reviews of every Call of Duty. They say the exact same things, except now it's getting like a 6 or a 7 instead of a 9.5. I'm like, it's the same game, guys. What made you finally realize that it sucks?
No, you know what it is? Either I had a theory about this, either that this was just the straw that broke a lot of people's backs, or it's gotten to the point now where Call of Duty, reflexive backlash hate has just gotten to the point now where it's like, oh, we can just make fun of it in
Right.
our things and
But
say what we've always
but
wanted to
here's the
say.
thing, I'm enjoying it. I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm enjoying it. I'm not willing to give it a score yet because I haven't had enough time with all these to give them scores yet. But I go back and now everybody's on the Battlefield a dick ride, right? And I'm like, guys, it's the same bullshit. It's a fucking Euroized franchise. The single player in Battlefield is fucking trash. I'm sorry. It's worse than Call of Duty, I would say. And not only that, the multiplayer in Battlefield has gotten worse. And I mean, and before I know people are gonna fucking start yelling at me in the comments, be like, you just don't understand. Listen, I played Battlefield since 1942 came out on PC. I've played every iteration. Guys, it's the same bullshit. It hasn't changed. It's the same as Call of Duty in a bigger field. I really don't get what the hell people are talking about. They're the same fucking games, targeted at the same exact people. And suddenly people are like, yeah, I'm not a Call of Duty guy anymore. I'm a Battlefield dude. I'm like, oh, good. You've upgraded to the next fucking Euroized, this is the must play shooter. Congratulations.
And heck, I mean, it seems to me like every year they spend more money trying to make Battlefield more like Call of Duty
Yeah.
anyway to appeal to the Call of Duty audience. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's funny. And this year, this was the one where Call of Duty was trying harder to be Battlefield with
Yeah,
having more vehicle sections and shit.
it just. And here's a newsflash. Both are mediocre. If you're gonna get one, go get Killzone because it's way better.
Hell, if you want something that will actually feed your brain a little bit, go play Spec Ops. If you never played Spec Ops: The Line.
Yeah. Or if you're just getting a next gen console and you want good games, go get Assassin's Creed or Need for Speed Rivals. Because
So
they're
yeah,
really good.
but multiplayer, multiplayer.
Uh,
I truly think there will come a time when they're just like, hey, guys, guess what? It's the new Call of Duty, and here's the choice. You can pay solely just to play the multiplayer, or you can pay to play the, what is it, just the single player.
right.
And I bet most people will just pay to play the multiplayer.
But that's what Battlefield used to be.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Don't get that out of there.
So that'll be the future. Although, really, I hope at this point, after, the villains in Call of Duty Ghosts were like, an evil South American federation, I really hope for the next Call of Duty, it's like evil radical Canadians who jump the border and hold America hostage. I really, really want that. Because Canada's the one nation you could villainize and turn into villains, and we wouldn't care, eh? We'd be like, oh, ain't that nice? They're talking about us in the Call of
Also,
Duty.
can I talk about that Call of Duty? I mean, what is it like? United fucking South American Federation or some shit? What the bullshit is that? Like,
No, 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 I mean, it's okay because the villain is a white guy. It's
God,
okay.
my
It's
God.
okay because the guy running the Federation is a white guy, so it's fine.
It's so fucking stupid.
Which I like. They even pulled that trick in. What is it? They pulled that trick in frickin' in Modern Warfare 2, where it's like, oh, we gotta stop all these evil Russians and all these evil nations. Oh no, wait, the final boss is actually a white guy.
You know what? Because people are gonna just fucking get on my ass for not rating these. Here, I'll give quick ratings to all the shit I played. Battlefield, 7. Call of Duty, 7. Need for Speed Rivals, 8. Assassin's Creed, 9. Killzone, 8.5. PlayStation 4 overall, 8.5.
There you go.
I have problems with the PlayStation 4. They're there. Not that I have problems with it. Like, I've had physical problems. I just have problems with some of the stuff in there. Like, you can stream to Twitch, but it doesn't archive your stream.
Oh, that's bullshit.
And
Yeah, I
it's
noticed that.
not PlayStation's fault. It's on the Twitch end, so that's kind of stupid. And you can't export to YouTube directly. You can only export to like Facebook for what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
what kind of bullshit is that? But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's a
Yeah,
great console.
yeah, because I was just if I'm going to be playing forever on Twitch there, I'm really going to want to archive my shit. But then
Right.
again, too, I guess people have been saying before that if it's this easy just to stream and capture gameplay, is this going to change the very nature of Let's Play culture on the internet?
Well, it hasn't. Because I
Yo,
saw a
no, it
bunch of
has.
people streaming and no one was watching their stream, and then I got on and like something in a matter of minutes, it was like 100 people watching. So I'm like, well, I guess people just want entertaining people. So
Yes, so it breaks down to what I thought it was going to. If you have a fan base already, if you have a following already, they're going to follow you to play games no
right.
matter what you're doing.
And I
So there
think
you go.
the interesting thing to note here, as soon as a capture card gets enabled, you'll be able to just capture the same thing you're doing for Twitch already and just upload it yourself, which I intend to do anyway. So it's like,
Yeah, there
yeah,
we
this will be good.
And I will be getting a capture card very soon, so I'll be excited for that. Expect Joel-centric Let's Plays coming soon to the Let's Play channel.
Where he'll just rag some more on Arrow.
No, no, you don't know that.
Now, is there anything else we want to talk about, Joel?
Yeah, is there any news from this week that you would like to talk about?
Well, X-Bone's releasing.
Xbone's releasing the one I really wanted to talk about because I know you and I have argued profusely on this one. Apparently Fallout 4, they've registered some domains. Fallout.
Boring!
Shut up. Fallout's good.
Fallout sucks.
Bethesda can have all my money. Fallout's great. You're being a
Bah.
PC. You're being a PC elite. There's no really role-playing game. It's more first-person shooter with the shooties.
No, because, hey, here's this game. We used the Gamebryo engine because we were too cheap to fucking produce a new one that worked for Oblivion. Oh, you know why Oblivion worked in the engine it did? Because that world didn't need ladders, okay? It didn't need them because you had towers and shit. They used the same bullshit engine to put it into a shooter, which didn't work. If I shoot you in the face, you should take head damage, not missed shot. I'm like, but not only that, I mean, I love the world of Fallout. It's how the
Mm-hmm.
game is based. I don't like the engine it was in. Like, and I'm not saying, oh, they could have done it better. Yes, they could have. Why? Because the same years that bullshit came out, Stalker and Metro came out, which is the same, thing. It's a, rundown world, apocalyptic, except they handled it better.
I like Fallout. I like Fallout a whole lot.
I think Fallout is complete trash. I absolutely hate it. And not only that, Fallout New Vegas made me never want to go back to that franchise again.
It got better when they fixed it. The DLCs were quite good, actually.
Ugh.
They fixed yeah, I will admit, yeah, it's Obsidian and Obsidian shipped a broken game, but let's face it, being broken is kind of, the legacy of
Mm.
Fallout. The first couple ones being broken. I mean, shit, Fallout 2 was basically just like, hey, here's a playable version of Fallout 1.
Yeah, well, but it had its time and they got better over as they went. I still think that Bethesda is absolutely just one of those developer that gets a pass. Like, I've seen people harp on even modern day games, like people, because Assassin's Creed 4 has a few glitches. And people are like, wow, this game would get a higher score if this glitch didn't impact it so much. And then I go back and watch their Fallout 3 reviews, and they'll mention how quests break, their saves get corrupt, this and that, you can't complete this quest, and they never once faulted. I'm like, but, okay.
See, I've been very lucky with all my Bethesda games. I've never run into any of that crap.
I had Fallout 3 literally break my game where I couldn't exit out of Three Dogs thing.
Uh,
Or what was that guy, Three Dog?
yeah, it was 3 Dog.
Yeah.
3 Dog.
I couldn't exit out of his building once I entered it. All my saves suddenly went corrupt, and anytime I would reload any save into there, and it was just be broken. I was like, well, that sucks.
Was this console or was this PC?
Both.
Both? Oh, well, shit, that sucks.
Yep, I don't know what the fuck it was. I've had my game break on multiple ends. I was just like, whatever. So, I will play Fallout 4 when it comes out, assuming it's a new engine. If they tell me it's running on the same old Gamebryo engine that fucking Skyrim and all the Elder Scrolls and, Fallouts have run on, I am skipping that piece of shit like it's the plague.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I am not touching anything running on that game engine again. It just does not work. Like, they've been using that since before Oblivion. It's shown its age. I mean, no. Now, if modders can fix that game when it comes out, I'll get it on PC and I'll play it.
And that is one of the coolest things about the Bethesda stuff is that, the mod community does some amazing
Yeah,
shit.
Skyrim, good game. Actually, no, it's a phenomenal game. You put it on PC, it's the game it could have been if it wasn't held back. Same with
Wow.
Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I played those games originally, and I was like, they're alright, but the game engine kind of sucks. I got the modded versions, on Steam. I install my mods. holy shit, does that game change? Like, it's literally night and day between mods. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Mods are cool.
it adds the stuff, and that's what I'm really hoping for. You know, I'll play Fallout if they can actually give me a next gen experience. If it doesn't feel cheap, if they can, add all the stuff I know next gen games can have. But of course, at the same time, if they're like, well, it's coming to PS3 and Xbox 360 at the same time, it's going to be held back once again. Because, you have to scale back to the lowest common, platform you're going to.
It's Bethesda's writing I always come back for. They're some of the best written games.
So I do that
Just,
for BioWare.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like Dragon Age 2 might suck, but at least the writing was good. It might be one of the worst piece of shit sequels I've ever played to a great masterpiece that, came right before it, but damn.
But damn, the writing is good. You know, it's another game that really, got my balls with that, where it was the Sopranos game. Terrible, broken, beat 'em up game. But it was written by the guy who writes the show, with all the actors from the show.
Yeah.
So I played it all the way through because I'm such a huge Sopranos fan. Oh, actually, speaking of games based on shows, guess what they dumped out last week with no marketing and nothing behind it?
Oh, Young Justice?
Yeah, Young Justice Legacy, the long-awaited game that got pushed back, and we were all pretty sure it was canceled. Yeah, came out on Steam for 25% off there. I didn't know about it, haven't seen any commercials, haven't seen any big sites do reviews or any coverage. You know how I had to be told about it?
Huh?
Christopher Jones Art, the guy who follows me on Twitter, did the art for the Young Justice tie-in comic book. He had to tell me about it. Yeah, and they seem to be the only people on Twitter talking about it, the people who are actually involved with Young Justice, the show.
No one gives a fuck.
They're the only one actually bothering to market the game. And if you remember, like, last week, Greg Wiseman gave an interview where he's like, hey, guys, if you really want to see Young Justice back, but buy the DVDs and buy the game and whatnot so we might have a chance. And so I'm in this horrible Catch-22 situation where I love Young Justice and I would love to see it come back, but that game looks horrible.
Yeah, it does.
It looks bad, and yet again, much like The Sopranos, written by the same people who wrote the show, with starring all the voice actors from the show.
Hey, Joel, can I tell you something else that sucks, but to no one's shock?
Sure.
Rise Son of Rome is getting slammed.
Is it?
Apparently it sucks. It's like, of course it does. Look at it.
But it's the future of gaming, Armin.
It uses the Kinect, apparently, or something. I don't fucking know.
You had me at it uses the Kinect.
You had me cancel my pre-order. It uses the Kinect.
That's all you had to say, is that it uses the Kinect. That's like, might as well saying there, like, for this game to work, it has to hook up jumper cables to your balls.
Oh.
And I'm sure there's some people out there who are like, hey, but I like it when jumper cables are on my balls.
Well, don't we all? But sometimes it just gets a little sickening. So anything else we can talk about or rag on?
No, I talked about Fallout like I really wanted to, and you were salty about it like I thought you would be.
Well, because those games suck.
And I talked about Young Justice and how really depressing it is. That to think that, if I want the show back, I'd have to buy this crappy game. But then again, I just remind myself, I'm like, what if the show came back, it would come back on Cartoon Network, who fucked the show over to begin with. So,
yeah,
there's that.
There is that, Joel. There is that.
So I guess that's everything. Man, this was a mostly pretty negative show. You opened up with some good PlayStation talk.
Well, then you have to shoehorn me in to talk about Bethesda broken bullshit.
I'll remember now that's your trigger phrase.
Yeah, that's my arrow.
Ooh, shit.
Can't handle that shit.
Can we go a single goddamn show without you bringing up Arrow? I don't bring it up.
Well, okay. To be fair, we'll sign off the show by saying Arrow sucks.